ignores the sailboat. The sailboat is confused but doesn't want to violate any right to privacy. Now a week of time has passed and the sailboat sees the anchor boat the same spot it was last time. The sailboat calls out to the anchor boat, "What's the problem?" The anchor boat calls back out, "No problem here." The sailboat is not gonna stand for this behavior. This is wrong and this fellow boat needs help. The sailboat calls out to the anchor boat, "What happens?" "We're just sailing, please, we would like to be left alone." Opposed to telling the anchor boat again they are doing it wrong, the sailboat acknowledges the request to be undisturbed. When the sailboat went back out to sea the following week, he brought an extra sail. Chance he happened upon the anchor boat again. He did find the anchor boat in the same spot. He calls out to the anchor boat, "Are you still trying to sail?" There is no response. So the sailboat moves closer. He calls out again, "Do you need help?" No response. "What would possess you to do this?" "We just voted on it." The sailboat tosses the anchor boat a sail and says, "Cut the anchor, use the sail." The anchor boat tosses back 2 sails and says, "You can have ours, we're not using it." The sailboat wants to make sure that they're on the same page. "You want to sail, right?" "Yes, that is why we took the anchor out of the water at shore." "How did you get out this far without a sail?" "We were using the sail, but after our recent election, the captain got orders to put up the anchor." "How did you manage to get the anchor up there?" "We did it together. Captain's orders." "Why?" "We were just doing what we were told." Soon a wave will sink them, even though they were very polite and kept to themselves. Not for the sailboat's lack of trying to save them or warn them. The people on the boat that board the anchor boat were not in any way thinking for themselves. They did not practice their own judgment when they took down their sail. Someone should have said, "Hey, let's not do this." Instead, they just went with it anyways. Well, that's confusing. Why would you do something you don't want to do when you know it's wrong? When someone is conscious that within nature exists laws that will cause chaos and suffering or justice and freedom, that person is aware of their own sovereignty to make choices to promote what they want. You are responsible for what you do and do not, and you cannot escape the consequences. Understanding this is to understand your own power as part of the most advanced species on the planet. We are co-creating this reality together. We are all in the same boat. With our free will, moral compass, ability to think about the repercussions of our actions before we take them, the ability to align our thoughts with our emotions to where there are no contradictions between them in the choices we make, we can change. We can rock the boat, which would have got people on the anchor boat talking. Those on the anchor boat were truly confused because they did not think for themselves. Had they, there would have been a mutiny. Authority manifests chaos. Bam.